Have you ever wondered what actually happens the moment you hit submit on a job application? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the Oxford Data Services process to see exactly how their AI, with a really crucial human touch, reads your CV. Let's dive in.
So this is the big fear, right? That when you send your CV out there, it's just some cold, unfeeling robot that gets to decide your future. And you know what? That's a completely understandable worry. But the reality, at least in the system we're looking at today, is actually a lot more interesting. It's not about replacing humans at all. It's about empowering them. Think of it as a powerful partnership between a very smart AI and an expert human. To really get how this all works, we're going to follow the complete journey of a CV through their system. We'll start with the secure setup, go through the AI analysis, hit that all-important human checkpoint, and follow it all the way to the final report.
Okay, so what does this hybrid model actually mean in practice? Well, it's all built on this one core idea, that neither the AI nor the human should be running the show all by themselves.
So, the official name for this is AI CV screening with human oversight. But the part you really need to hear is human validation at every critical decision point. This isn't just a quick check at the end. It's a fundamental rule that's baked into the entire process from the start, all to make sure everything is fair, transparent, and accurate.
And that whole process, it starts on a super secure and well-prepared foundation. In fact, before any AI even gets a look in, the entire thing is kicked off by a human-led review.
Step 1 is pretty much what you'd hope for. Everything is submitted securely through encrypted channels. But step 2, this is where it gets really interesting. The very first person to look at anything is a trained human specialist. The AI doesn't get to see a single document until a person has checked and validated everything first.
So why is this so important? Well, you've heard the saying garbage in, garbage out, right? And AI is only ever as good as the data you feed it. This human validation step makes sure the job description is actually clear, that the CVs are readable, and that weeds out any weird or corrupted files. It's basically quality control right at the source, and it stops a whole bunch of errors from happening later on. Okay, so once the human validator gives the thumbs up, the documents finally get passed over to the AI engine. And this is where the real heavy lifting, the deep analysis begins. But let's be absolutely crystal clear about one thing. This is not your old-school resume scanner. We are not talking about a system that just does a word search for things like synergy or team player. And this just shows the difference perfectly. The old way was clumsy, simple keyword matching. If you wrote managed a team, but the system was looking for leadership experience, you might get overlooked. The new way is all about context. The AI is actually trained to understand what your experience means, no matter which specific words you use to describe it. So how does it do this? It uses something called a multi-agent system. Now, the easiest way to think about this is like having a team of highly specialized AI analysts. Instead of one AI trying to do everything, you've got several. One is a total pro at extracting skills. Another focuses just on analyzing how deep your experience is. A third is amazing at matching that experience to the job, and a fourth looks at your career path. Each agent has one job to do, and they do it exceptionally well. And here is the absolute kicker. Nothing the AI does is a black box. Every single score, every ranking, every conclusion it comes to is 100% traceable. It comes with a clear, evidence-based reason why. This is so important for building a hiring process that's fair and that you can actually defend. All right, so after the AI team has done its deep dive and presented its findings, we get to what might just be the most important step in this whole system, the human checkpoint. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? The AI's job is to plow through huge amounts of data and find the important insights. But the final judgment, the nuanced decision-making, that stays with an experienced HR professional. And this isn't just a quick look over. This human reviewer has a really structured and critical job. They check the AI's logic, sure, but they're also on the hunt for those weird edge cases. Like maybe a candidate has a really unique career path that an algorithm just wouldn't get. They make sure the whole thing is fair, and they apply that professional judgment that you just can't get from data alone. So once the AI has done its thing and the human expert has given their final sign-off, there's only one thing left to do. Get the results to the client safely and securely. And the final report isn't just a simple thumbs up or thumbs down. It's this incredibly detailed package. You get ranked shortlists, individual summaries, and clear reasons for every single recommendation. It can even point out potential skills gaps, which gives the hiring manager a way richer picture than just looking at a stack of CVs. And then, once the client has the report and the project is complete, a final, crucial step happens. All client and candidate data is securely and permanently deleted.
It's fully compliant with GDPR, making sure your data privacy is protected from beginning to end.
So when you put all of those pieces together, what do you really have? Well, you have a system that is designed from the ground up for confident and, really importantly, defensible hiring. Let's just trace that path one last time. It kicks off with secure collection, but then, critically, it goes to a human for validation before any AI analysis. Then the AI generates its traceable results, which are then passed back for that final, essential human review, and that all leads to a securely delivered, comprehensive report. And the end result of this whole carefully designed partnership? It's right here. You get a screening process that is fast because of the AI, that is fair because of the contextual analysis and the human oversight, and that is completely explainable, which lets companies make genuinely confident hiring decisions.
And that really brings us to a final big thought. We've seen how this system is built to keep a human involved at every single critical point. As this kind of tech becomes more and more part of our lives, the real question isn't will AI take over? It's how do we design our systems to make sure that the human in the loop always remains the most important part of the process? Definitely something to think about.